2020 has been no doubt a year of confusion, and this 2020 has given a gift to 2021, making this still so many countries are fighting for this pandemic, and it's not coming at the end, and it's not leaving even the real estate market being, making it more confusing market other than helping sellers or buyers. Everybody is going to the rough time. So what are the top 3 reasons why this real estate market is actually a bubble and it may blast anytime? So in this video, it's not just my personal opinion, but I have done tons of research, and after this I'm just making video and want to give you like real statistics, what's happening in the market or what has happened in the market. So let's start this video right now. What's up guys, welcome to my channel again. Moving to Florida now. I'm your local real estate agent in Florida. If you're new to my channel, you will find tons of content about the real estate or about the Florida in this channel. So make sure you subscribe. And yes, if you like this video, hit that like button. If you don't like this video, you can also push down, or maybe you can comment me. I love criticism. I love to improve myself. I love to throw more and more content, what you guys want to see it. So let's start this video right now. So let's start with our one portion, which is the 3 reasons why this market can be the bubble and why everybody thinks like that. The home prices has gone tremendously up. It's almost like a 59% higher market than 2014 or 2015, and which is like way higher than compared to the years you count on. So when you compare this house prices compared to other metrics like wages or unemployment, this house price rises crazily higher than those other metrics. So now let's break down these reasons. So number 1 reason is, remember when this pandemic started, the unemployment rate crazily went high. So many people lost their job. Many people got the furlough. So many changes happened, employment side, and that started making everybody think that, the economy is going to crash. This market is going towards like, the last time when we had a bubble, 2008 time, where the market price, just before 2008, market price went up and suddenly it crashed because so many people lost their job in 2008. And after a couple of years, the house prices, real estate market, it crazily crashed. So that's like a very logical, I will not say logical, but it's like, because we had that experience, and it's like a normal tendency of the psychology of the human being. When something is already happened, we are relating to current scenarios, and we are just putting as a perspective that it can happen even right now, and that's the same kind of things are happening. So it's one piece we are looking at, which is the unemployment, or people losing a job faster than happens in usual market. So if you talk about the numbers, this unemployment has gone up to even 14.7%, which is usually like called too high number compared to normal scenarios. The unemployment is not that high. Mostly unemployment stays closer to like a 5% mark, and going up to like 14%, definitely it makes everybody worry what is going to be impact on the economy. So this high unemployment makes us to think that people are losing job, and because of that they may not be able to pay their mortgages, because of their low income or no income, and eventually we will have this real estate crisis. And that's what happened in 2008. That was one of the reasons 2008 was created. It was not just the only reason, but that was one of the chief reasons where we had a tremendous unemployment that time. So number 2 reason makes us think that wages not going higher, instead of that things are becoming so much unaffordable. So that's why, this is everywhere that prices are going so high. So, it's not coming up to the affordable range for normal middle class family. And which is true. And that's what makes us think that this is quite a bit shady what is happening at this moment. So let me explain how the wages are related. So if you see the statistics by the labor statistics 2018 to 2019, only 0.6% wages went up. So this is not a current issue. This is like has been there since last 40 years. Like we had a very minimal consistent wage increase happen in last, consistently last maybe 10 years. So it's not today's problem. So if you think about, the wages are not increasing as much as they should be. Instead of that, this time we see that the affordability, cost of living has gone crazily high. Very crazy. I've seen one picture on my Facebook that, $800 lumber, like look at this picture, like, how much was cost before, and $800 lumber right now, how much is cost. And that is due to, of course, this pandemic, because so much labor and the supplies, everything became expensive. So because of this pandemic, not only the houses, but overall the supplies and so groceries, so many things prices got so up, so things are becoming expensive for like normal middle class family, and which is not that great news. So number 3 reason makes us think that we are in housing bubble is like inflation. So if you think this is a very obvious reason, like which creates this, it's still an illusion because we don't know the truth, right? So it's like makes us think that this is not the real market. So inflation means like the prices, normal house prices, like appreciation values goes up like between like a 3% to going up to maximum 7% or 8% every year. But in this case right now we are seeing almost 44% in some of the areas, which is crazy. That's a very high number we have ever seen in the history. So that's what makes us think that this is not the real market, and this again has to end at some point. So now let's discuss like why do we think that this is not a bubble. This is not going to be crash or anything like that. So let's break down those top 3 reasons. Before we start this, the rest of the points, if you like, whatever the research we do, whatever the education we are providing on this channel, please hit that like button. That helps our algorithm, gives me a little bit more motivation to make more videos, Otherwise, whatever the content I make, it's not going to be coming up, unless you guys give a support to us. So now let's come back to the topic. So let's break down the number 1 reason why do we think this is not a bubble. Now, before we start this top 3 reasons, let's understand what is happening right now in the market. So I made another video about the housing market in detail, what's actually happening right now. So you can check out those videos, like there are a couple of videos I'll prefer you check out so you understand the behind the scene, what kind of things are happening. So I'll still summarize in this so you understand what are the facts. At this moment is a low inventory and it's a high demand. So that's what you making this real estate market the bidding wars, because there are more buyers and the less sellers. And even though the vaccine has come, but so if you go back to pandemic, if you see when the pandemic was announced, before that also there was a low inventory overall in US. So, I mean, we were not announced as a seller's market at that time, but still, the comparatively, the inventory, wasn't like at the higher level, it was still at the lower level compared to how many buyers we were in the market. So this was like, this was already there. And at the same time, when this pandemic started, there was a pause, complete pause happened where the sellers stop putting the houses in a market, and that's what created the huge gap. So for a couple of months those periods stretch, and that's what made this gap going more bigger and bigger. Let's go to the now reasons. The one of the reason we discussed before, that's what making us think that this is a bubble is 2008 experience. So let's consider that 2008 experience, okay? So in 2008, the reason was not just the unemployment. There were so many other reasons happen. For example, having the very high inventory from the new construction, from the banks even, and also the another reason was the houses were given to unqualified or less qualified buyers. So the lender has very loose hands, and that was one of the reasons the many banks lost their houses when this unemployment started. So if you compare that, just that portion and today's condition, the people who are buying house, they literally have a cash. The bidding wars, what is happening, the reason it is happening, there's so many cash buyers in the market. So many people are waiving the contingency, and that is why the first time home buyers who has less down payments, they are getting struggle to buy something here. So if you see the whole scenario, it's not completely copycat from 2008. It's just the feeling we are getting because of this economy and the unemployment, and so many changes happen in this short time period. The second reason I feel that this is not a bubble, because if you think about the interest rate has been so low throughout this time, right? And that is what created the buyer's demand. It is not because the lender has like very low profile, like capped, there is not much guidelines, nothing like that. The lender has been so much strict in this time. I had my personal experience in a closing table. The lender, had to wait to fund because they couldn't verify the job. So we had to, postpone the fund until the employer verified the job of my client. So they're not normally, in the normal cases, they verify when they start the loan. I mean, maybe they do in the middle, but they don't have to do at the end of the closing, where you're sitting on the closing table and somebody from the HR has to answer that, yes, this X guy is still with us, but they are doing it. The reason they are doing it, just they want to make sure they have a work, while they're buying the property. So lenders' profiles had become more strict. They are not simply like, I had my personal like some of the clients, I was on a listing site and the buyer's closing got canceled a day before because lender thought the whatever the rent they're paying, and they were calculating in those amount, which is making their debt income ratio more higher. Just few $100. The rent amount was how much, was just $1,200. So $1,200 a month, the rent, lender was counting that amount, and that's what making the buyer's profile more debt wise more higher, and they rejected that file. And ultimately we had to go to the second lender and work on again. But I mean, my point is this, the lender has been very, very strict. They are not simply giving a loan to everybody. And the people who are buying, they are putting even more than 20% down. Many are the cash buyers. At the same time, very high down payments. Many people are waiving the appraisals. The reason they are waiving because they have a cash. They are confident to buy their house. So if you see this scenario, it's not something replicating the 2008. And number 3 reason I feel is like, this time, because of this low interest rate, people are comparing between renting and owning the property. So if you rent and, $2,000 per month, the same property, if you mortgage nowadays, it's going to be like $1,500 or less. So that's a huge difference. And, many people who has a simple down payment in the pocket, those people are taking, they are preferring to buy versus to rent property. And that's why there are so many buyers in the market. And at the same time, those buyers are created also by this virtual work situations. So many of the buyers choosing certain states because, they are working virtually and they want to be in a good weather, they want to be in a good environment. That's also creating, attraction among the buyers to go to the different states, and, then they compare this rent versus own and deciding to buy. So if you see in a market, there are more buyers because of the different reasons. And the low inventory, again, it's still consistent, because before the sellers were confused to put it in a market because of the safety precautions, and they were scared, those kind of mindset for, they were affecting. But after certain months, now what's happening is now seller understand this is a seller's market, this is a time to sell, but they cannot sell because the buying side has gone up, so they are not ready to go through that transition from, in that short time period deciding, unless they have already decided. So if I have remodeled my own house, putting like $100,000 or more dollars inside. My equity is so much higher right now. I would love to sell my house and make some money, but I cannot sell because, I'm not prepared to buy something, unless I agree to buy it right now, but my husband is saying no, so that kind of conflicts happens between the family members. And if you're thinking as an investor, then people will agree to sell. But if you are thinking as a homeowner, maybe they won't. So that's the reason that still we see the low inventory. Even if the vaccine has come, people are feeling safe. Now, because the vaccines have come, like little bit increase we have seen in inventory, but not that much that fill the gap between the inventory and demand. So all these reasons, if you think this is not the same reasons are happening like what happened in 2008. I have another video where I'm explaining like what is this housing bubble, how does it create. So I'm trying to explain the behind the scene things. So try to look at that video. That also gives you more idea, and you can make your own prediction like what this market is about. Comment me below what do you guys think, what is this market about, or what do you think that where it will be going. I would love to hear your thoughts. So guys, comment me below like what do you think about the market? What do you think? Is this, is there any other reasons do you think that this market is housing bubble, or this is not housing bubble? Like any other rationales you guys have in your mind, please love to share. It will be great for my other audience to get your view. And yes, make sure you guys hit that like button too. That helps my video to come up a little bit more. I can make more and more video. I can leverage my time because I'm getting a love from you guys. Thank you guys for watching my video, and I hope you have already subscribed my channel. There are tons of other videos we have made about the housing market or even about the Florida, some light videos like a blogging styles. If you want to just see how Florida looks like, those things also you will find on my channel. So if you're looking to move to Florida, if you're relocating to Florida, and if you want any real estate help, then I'm a local real estate agent. Here's the contact information. I will talk to you soon.